how do we embrace race at story time? A lot of the discussions that I would say embrace race in story time, in my experience, have really bubbled up organically with a consideration of character. And I'm going to talk about some examples of that in just a moment. But I wanted to direct your attention to the work of a librarian who I saw speak at the ALA annual convention this summer. Her name is Jessica Ann Bratt, and she's a library manager in Grand Rapids. And she has this Google Doc, which is up and available for anyone to look at. It's called Talking About Race at Storytime, and I've linked it on this slide. We'll make sure it gets out to you in our resource list. And I pulled some of her key points here. They're paraphrased just to fit on the slide a little bit, but she's really asking us to be direct and to be open and to be vulnerable, and to also make space for the children at Storytime to be the same. And her very first point, which I think is one that white people need to hear more than people of color, Native First Nations people, is it's okay to point out racial differences in picture books. That lots of us white people, we have been socialized to think that talking about race is impolite. And she wants us to disabuse ourselves of that notion right away. But then all of the other points I think are really relevant and important for people no matter what race you are and what your experience is, so that you can engage kids in talking about race at Storytime.